Hey everyone, welcome back to Redbanditracing. Welcome back to the channel. It's 2024, so you know what that means? We got a new car to unbox. We got the Stampede 4x4 BL-2S. I've always wanted the 4x4 Stampede. I was going to get the Stampede 4x4 VXL. I did find one. They're really hard to find because they haven't been made in a while, but it's a little bit more expensive than the BL-2, but with the BL-2S, you get the clipless body, you get the sledgehammer tires, and you get the extreme heavy duty kit. So this just seemed more practical to buy. So let's go just jump right into it. Let's get into the specs and then get this thing unboxed. So this does come with the clipless body system. It does come with the 2075 steering servo, the TQI remote. This does not come with TSM. Standard differential, you got your standard Ultra Shocks, but it does come with the sledgehammer tires, the HD kit, and the BL-2S brushless system. This can run on nickel hydride and 2S LiPo. It does not run on 3S. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and check it out. All right. I did get the green. I know Will didn't agree with me. He thought I should get blue, but I wanted to match the theme of all the other cars. But you guys leave a comment. Do you guys think I should switch to a blue body? Let me know. Wow, it's like I rolled out a HOSS. All right, let's check this out. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. Let's check out this body. All right, let's check this out. Ooh, that's a clean body. I like the graphics on this. I like how they did the Stampede 4x4 on it. That looks really cool. But you know what? Just so you guys know, this is a HOSS body. This is the same body. If you guys look this up to get a new body for the Stampede 4x4 BL2, it's gonna come up as the HOSS. All right, so let's check this thing out. So, yeah, it's got the BL-2S ESC. It's got the new brushless BL-2S motor. It's the 3300 kV, your standard 2075 servo, which comes in most of the cars. The receiver and everything's mounted in the front. So we looked a lot of the information up. The new Stampede BL-2S has a lot of the same parts as the HOSS. It's got the same tires, it's got the same chassis, the same battery hold down, same servo. Everything's mounted in the same position. The arms are the same, and so is the front and rear chassis. Everything's the same, which is why I'm kind of wondering why they even came out with this with the HOSS out. Because you get the HD kit with the Stampede, you don't get that with the HOSS. The only thing I have to add to this, which I've already purchased, is a new receiver so I can run TSM. All right, so for a proper unboxing, let's go ahead and check out what's in the bag. Let's go and get this cut open. All right, you're gonna have your standard shock adjustments, all your spacers, anything you guys need, which I have so much of this stuff. Comes with your warranty card. I usually don't fill this out because I do it online. And this comes with all your standard information, some charger information, your parts list, which I do keep all these just to have on hand, but I also download them all. So that way I have them all downloaded. And it comes with your standard tools, which I can't tell you how many of these we have, but it comes with all your standard information and your manuals. It does come with the TQI remote. The only thing you need to do is put batteries in it. I am going to go ahead and bind this to my other one. That way I can keep everything in one remote, especially when I add TSM. We don't know how fast this goes. For some odd reason, I've looked up some information on this, and there's no speeds on this, so we don't know how fast this goes. I'm guessing with the brushless system, I mean, it's got to go at least 40 miles an hour, right? I mean, if it goes any slower than that, I think it's kind of slow. But we will definitely do a speed test in an upcoming video where we're going to do a full review, doing some off-roading, do some speed tests, and then we're going to do a bash video to see how durable it is. But first things first, we're definitely going to go ahead and shoe the body. Put some body armor around it, make sure that's protected, and make sure the thing's ready to go. Make sure everything's tight. I am gonna check the front and rear fluid, make sure those are topped off. Now this does have a slipper clutch. It does not have a center diff. It still uses a slipper clutch. I do like how they started covering the center diff I'm sorry, the center drive shaft. I like that, but debris still gets in there because they don't seal it up. So if anything, shouldn't the hole be in the back? Because if you're going forward, isn't that just shoving dirt through it? So I don't really see why that's like that. I said this about the HOSS. I thought they should have just covered this front. Just make a skid plate right here and just cover the servo and the arm and just keep it sealed. You probably have a lot less debris going through this. But this looks exactly like the HOSS. I don't know why, but I think this just feels like it's the HOSS killer. Like, why would they come out with this after they already came out with the HOSS? This is, you get more bang for your buck with this. So yeah, I mean, you can buy this car right now for $330. I think I end up paying about $350. Now the HOSS is $100 more, but the Stampede 4x4 comes with a $120 HD kit. So this is a better deal. All you got to add is TSM on this, and I think this motor should handle quite enough speed. I don't think you're gonna have to replace this motor, but if you went ahead and used that Traxxas trade-in program, you can go ahead and switch this out for the, I believe, the 540XL. Right now, if you look on their site, they don't really give a motor option for this except for this motor, which they don't even sell this motor right now. It says coming soon. So this looks like it could be a pretty good motor. This does have a built-in fan, if you can see it. You can see the fan in there. So this does have a built-in fan. That's kind of cool. But the mount and everything for this is the same as the HOSS. So you should be able to mount the 540XL, but we will clarify that later down the road when we get more information on it. And we'll definitely go more into the comparisons between this and the HOSS when we do a versus video. Comment down if you guys want to see a versus video. I do like the connector on this. If you guys look, it doesn't have the standard bullet connectors. It actually has one connector. So this works really great. You're not gonna have to worry about the installation getting torn off or anything like that. All right, let's see how easy the body goes on. I know I don't like putting the body on the HOSS, but that's also because that HOSS is pretty torn up, but it should just, let's see here. I think it's on, yeah. Okay, that's actually not that bad. We'll see how easy it goes on after we shoe glue it. So we'll show you that after we do that, because sometimes when you do shoe glue it, the body goes on a little tougher. The only thing I do not like, and I think I mentioned this on the Max, is this side skirt right here. They should have made this taller, or yeah, taller, so it captures the body more, because this pops out all the time like that, and that, I hate the way that looks. If they would have just made that taller or made something to keep that in, that would have been real nice. All right, let's go ahead and get the two-wheel drive Stampede. I got it right here. This guy, I'm guessing, is between 10 and 11 years old. It's gotta be around that area, because we got it a couple of years ago when it was about 9 years old. So this one's actually pretty old. Let's check these out side by side. Obviously the four-wheel drive and the two-wheel drive are gonna be vastly different, but let's just go ahead and check out the links. So if we line this up axle to axle, right there, it's about maybe a little more than an inch. Axle to axle, that's not that bad. What about width? We go bumper to bumper. Man, that is almost the same width right there. Almost the same width. Now, what about the height? I don't know if you can see the height right there. Yep, two-wheel drive is definitely taller. Definitely taller. As far as ground clearance goes, I would still have to give it to the two-wheel drive. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me try and get it from this angle. Two-wheel drive is still a little bit taller, but that's just because of that high chassis that this thing has. This thing is so tall, which is great because it does really well off-road. So let's go ahead and throw a battery in this. We're not gonna do a full run on this. We're gonna save that for a later video where we can really take it out and drive it around. I don't have a foam pad in this because when you're using a 2S LiPo, the 5800, you're gonna have to put a foam pad in here. But if you go ahead and buy, I believe it's the 7600 LiPo, that one fits just perfectly. So this does fit the longer batteries. So let's go ahead and drive this thing around and kind of see how it handles. All right, so it definitely has a little bit of acceleration, but it's definitely not as fast as I thought it would be. It's but I mean, come on, what am I comparing it to? Am I comparing it to the e-Revo? Am I comparing it to the Sledge? I mean, this is kind of what you get. You know, the BL-2S it's a great car. It's brushless. It's got some speed, but it's not going to blow your mind. It's got some decent acceleration. I can tell you this though, I've been turning it and braking it, and it does not want to flip over. So the stability on it's actually really nice. I like how it turns. I actually did a couple bicycles with it, so not bad. There we go. Whoop. I can't tell you how many times we tried with the HOSS doing a bicycle, but I didn't want to do it. So it's a little bit wet outside, but it still has really good traction. We went on the grass for a little bit, and just in HOSS fashion and Stampede fashion, it rolls on its roof and rolls back over on tires. So not that bad. Not that bad. I think the first thing we're going to do though is I'm going to see how long these plastic links hold up, because they do come with plastic. They're not the metal turnbuckles. And I'm going to wait and see when they go ahead and offer a different motor for this. I'm pretty sure you can put the 540 XL in here, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So before we do anything to this, we're going to take it to the track, and we're actually going to run it next to the HOSS. I want to see how these two handle stock to stock before we switch anything out. But overall, this is really fun. I just wish I had a little more speed. I really like this car. I love the way it handles. It doesn't flip over a whole lot. I don't know how it's going to do as far as durability goes, because I know these arms do break. They broke. Both of them broke on the HOSS. But the hubs with this HD kit, you're not going to break these on this car. This car's not going fast enough to break these. The only thing I wish they did, which they haven't done yet, I mean, they've done everything else, but why don't they color match? If they're going to make the HD kit, they already make it in red, they make it in blue. Why don't they just make it in green and match all the colors? Make it in black, so you can maybe have a black body, or orange. That would be really cool. They do it with the X-Max and the XRT, but I think those are the only two cars that they color match in. So that'd be really cool if they would just start color matching. So that'll do it for this video. Stay tuned for future videos. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to service the front and rear diff on this, and we're gonna kind of go through the car, and then we're gonna go ahead and shoe glue the body before we do anything else. Make sure everything's tight. Make sure the shocks are good. I might have to adjust the fluid a little bit, because it does look like it's gonna chassis step a little bit, but I don't like these shocks. So eventually we're gonna switch out these Ultra shocks and get some GTRs. I think they make big bore shocks, but I do like the GTR, so I'm probably gonna put those on. But yeah, we're gonna do all that, so stay tuned for those videos. Stay tuned for its first bash. We're also gonna do a speed run to see how fast this goes on a 2S LiPo, because like I said, Traxxas isn't listening to that information. So leave a comment down below what you think we should do to this. If you have it, if you like it, let us know, what you've done to this and what you've broken. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.